I started taking a look at this little doll and decided that there was only a small area of attachment for her wig. And so I removed it. And the wig, interesting, this is, I think it'll comb right out, but I didn't want to try to comb it on her head. It really is just held together by some sort of a band. So this is my first wig like this one. Yay, fun. And you can see that her shoes and socks have been on for quite a while. But I needed to, and her clothes, they're, her little dress is shredded and it's tagged Horseman doll. I don't think that that's going to be able to be repaired, but the little shoe, I can fix that. We'll do some Elmer's glue magic. This one appears to be in pretty good shape, although I may apply some Elmer's glue to stabilize it. But what we'll do is we'll just clean her a little bit, and we are going to do so very carefully. So very carefully. She's in just absolutely beautiful condition. Really just needs a light cleaning. We'll clean and stabilize that wig. This little beautiful little vintage slip thing is just awesome, but it's about 3 sizes too big for her. So I'll find her a more suitable piece of attire. So let me pause this for a minute and get some goop and start cleaning her. Oh, there we go. Take a look at that. And I just rubbed a little area so that you could see how that was going to come out there. You can see the difference between those two legs. This one's starting to get bright and shiny and clean, and this one is still dull and dirty. Those little fingers are just dirty as ever. All right, give me a minute. We'll come back. Now I wanted to show you, I just gently rubbed that on the fingers, and you can see the dirt is just literally melting off of this doll. You see how wonderful this works. And this stuff has a, I don't know if it's a floral or a fruity. It almost smells like some kind of a candy. So don't leave it out with your kids. They might smell it and go, candy. It has a good smell. So it's going to leave the surface of your doll with a fresh, clean smell. It's not an overwhelming smell. It's just pleasant, as opposed to cat litter box aroma. All right, which is what I had with these two. All right, give me a moment. Okay, as you can see, her little legs are just bright and shiny. In the area where I put a little bit of that goop on her hand, do you see it up to the wrist? Look at that, the difference. Yeah, much, much better. Oops. Now let me show you the difference in those two arms. Bright and clean. Not so pretty. Okay, take a look at that little face. Let's see if I can get the light just right. And you can see, I tried to clean only half, and I guess I ventured over into the dark side. There's what it looked like before cleaning. And there is the after cleaned side. Quite a bit of difference there. Okay, we've got a dirty arm, we've got a bright clean arm. Come into the light. Okay, And then this is, of course, the dark and dirty side. Legs nice and bright. Yep, we're getting there. Okay, and so you can see how I'm doing this. Very, very delicately rubbing this on with my finger. All right, when I begin application, I delicately rub this on as if I were applying it to a newborn baby's face, okay? Very, very, very delicately, all right? Just rub this on, and then I take this nice, soft, clean cloth and wipe it back off, okay? The only reason why I would want to do anything more than delicately is if I have a stubborn scuff or mark, okay? Then I would want to use something like the magic eraser, starting out very delicately and being maybe a little more aggressive as needed, okay? You don't need to be aggressive. This stuff works really well. It leaves a nice shine, a great smell. Okay, and doing this one-handed is just nearly impossible and risky. So I'm going to pause this a moment. Okay, this little doll's just gorgeous. Now, because I've done this one for video, I may find that later I've missed a spot, oh, maybe on a finger or, you know, somewhere else. And I'll worry about that later. But for the purposes of this video and what we're doing right now, we're going to not be concerned with that because, like I said, I can always go back later. And you see that this doll is bright and beautiful. And, you know, does she need further restoration? No. I do have an order coming from eBay, and it's an application that is supposed to stop some of this cracking. So we'll give that a try when that comes. And, you know, that will hopefully further prevent this cracking and crazing now that we've got her cleaned up. All right, now on to this wig. I am really and truly just going to comb this out. I'm going to spray it down the way I do all the others because of the design of this wig. I may just flip it over. This side is nice and dark. This side has been sun faded. Looks like the same wig on both sides, so let's give that a shot. Now, caution, caution, caution. Wigs. These things will fall apart. Chunks of hair will come out of them. You have to use a little bit of sense when you start messing with these wigs. I do not advocate that you start combing on a wig because you will lose some hair. All right? You have to use a little bit of good sense. You have to feel how densely it's matted. These mohair wigs, human hair wigs, they're not like the nylon one we did on the Sweet Sue. You're going to lose some hair. So decide whether or not it's worth it to you. Maybe you want to just put the hair back on, reposition it, and make it look nice. Okay? Okay, I don't know if I can get it to turn and bend the right way if I turn it inside out. The fading isn't that bad. Now, as a dog groomer, I can tell you this is, like I said, natural. This is natural. This is mohair. As a groomer, I can say one thing. Never wet your dog and then try to comb it out. Natural hair doesn't do well that way. You want to pick lightly at the mats while they are dry. Never bathe your dog when its hair is tangled. Always brush it out first. Same with any natural hair. Wetting it first while it is matted will only cause you to have a more difficult time. And that's the same with this type of stuff. Sit and pick through it delicately. This one, fortunately, was just uncombed and not really severely matted. So, yeah, I'm going to experience a little bit of loss, but very minimal. These dolls were loved by somebody. And as such, they weren't like thrown in a box and mangled around by children. All right, let me pause this just a moment and let me take a look at this and see if I can get the shape to invert and use the darker side of the wig. If not, we'll just put it back on the way it was. Okay, I am not sure if I'm going to flip this wig over or not, but I just wanted you to see what she's going to look like with her hair nicely combed out. And we will reattach that wig. I'm just going to attach it at the crown, as it were, with a little bit of Elmer's glue. Her wig was attached very simply before, and it didn't have a whole lot of glue, and I'm going to do it the same way as it was, and we can redress her now and make her look nice. She's a beauty. All right, thank you for watching. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and enjoy your babies. Have a great day. Please subscribe.